Recently, gas prices have been on the rise a little bit. There's some relief coming, though.
Tomorrow, for one day and one day only, a serious deal when it comes to filling your tank.
Here to explain from the Nebraska Corn Board, Roger Berry. Good to see you, Roger.
Good morning. Good to see both of you this morning, too.
Yes, you as well. This is exciting. I mean,
this is great news again.
Right. Well, tomorrow, consumers can save money on a new American ethanol blend, right? Tell us what's going on.
E15 is what we're going to have. Come and Go here in the Omaha. And the Omaha area is going to be having a special on E15 tomorrow.
E15. I use E15 in my tank occasionally. I kind of switched up a little bit. Explain what E15 is.
Basically what E15 is 15% ethanol, 85% gasoline, which compare that to what we normally use, which is 10% ethanol and 90% gasoline. So E15 can be used in any car that's 2001 or newer, which is about 90% of the cars on the road.
Right.
And also it adds to clean air and just what we like to say is a better fuel at a better price.
This last point on here, drivers of approved vehicles who have been using E10 can now fill up with E15. Approved vehicles.
2001 and newer. That's what an approved vehicle is.
Gotcha.
Yep, it's 2001 and newer. The EPA specified this about 5 years ago, so we've actually had E15 around for some time.
Yeah.
And it's just now really starting to take off, and drivers are starting to see how good of a fuel this is.
Right.
And it's really taken off now.
Well, here in Nebraska, obviously, we're a little bit more familiar with ethanol, but some more than others. Can you explain, for someone who hasn't used ethanol before, what is ethanol?
Ethanol is, ethanol's been around a long time. You can find it in alcohol. Ethanol is alcohol, is what it is. So when it's done right, it can be used in things that we drink. Also, there's another use for ethanol. That's when you need to clean something really stubborn around the house. What do you reach for? You reach for the rubbing alcohol to really clean something. Well, that's why ethanol is so good for your car, because it cleans your car, keeps your engine clean, and does everything that needs to do to keep your car in top-notch shape.
Let's talk about these flex fuel vehicles. That's what I drive right now. Do you have a flex fuel?
I don't think so. I would know. I think I would know. Yeah, I don't have it.
Because it says right on the inside of the tank.
Yellow cap.
Yellow cap.
Says on the tank.
I do not.
Or it says on the back, flex fuel.
Okay, so right there you can see the details on flex fuel vehicles. Now, flex fuel vehicles, they can use E15.
Yes, they can. Flex fuel vehicles can use anything from straight gasoline all the way up to E85. And first off, though, I want to thank everybody who owns a flex fuel vehicle. So, Mike, thank you for driving a flex fuel vehicle.
Thank you, Roger. That means a lot coming from you.
But tomorrow, with this special, even flex fuel drivers can pull in and fill up with E15 and save some money.
Well, most of us use E10. Why should we do E15 instead of E10?
You know, there's a lot of advantages as we put more ethanol into the fuel. There's a lot of advantages that come in there, clean air advantages especially. As I said earlier, also it's a better fuel at a better price, so you pay less at the pump. Who doesn't like to put money in their pockets? And that's exactly what you're doing with E15, even at the normal prices. You get it's a clean, renewable source. USDA recently came out and said that ethanol, as compared to gasoline, gives us a 43% reduction in greenhouse gases.
43%?
Yes, 43%. So if you care about climate change, it's one small thing you can do to help. Also, you help improve the air quality. I like to have fresh, clean air to breathe. And for each time you increase that ethanol, you're increasing your air quality.
Here in Nebraska, and I think around the Midwest in general, we've been more familiar with ethanol for, you know, a lot longer than people maybe on the coast, because it's simply, it's grown locally. I mean, it's a homegrown product.
It really is.
Speak about that topic?
Yeah, you know, as you drive down the interstate or as you drive around the outskirts of Omaha, you see all these cornfields. That's where that ethanol is coming from. A lot of people say, well, we shouldn't be using that. That's food. The majority of corn grown here in Nebraska is used as livestock feed and used for ethanol. It's not used to feed humans. So it's not taking away from our food supply. So it is. It's homegrown right here. We have 25 ethanol plants in the state producing a little over 2 billion gallons of ethanol.
Wow.
And the sad part is we only use about 5% of that ethanol here in Nebraska. The rest of it goes around the country. We can do a lot better here in Nebraska.
Well, let's get back to the details of tomorrow, because this is very exciting. Tomorrow, just tomorrow, we can all fill up with E15 for just $1.15 per gallon.
$1.15.
Isn't it like $2.50
what a
right
deal.
now? Normal gas is $2.50, $2.59.
Yeah, it's quite a deal.
Yeah. So when's the last time we can get a $1.15 gas? Back in the day, was it like the late '80s, maybe?
Probably, yeah, probably right around there. Or last year when Come and Go did this again.
You guys did this last year. It's the Come and Go locations listed on this screen right here. There's some in Omaha. There's Gretna, and then there's one in Papillion as well. It starts at 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. What do you recommend to people who are going to come and fill up their tanks there? Are there going to be lines? What do you expect?
You know, this is the first time the second time we've done it this way. We've had multiple stores. In the past, we've always done it at one store where we had long lines. Long lines. We don't look for there to be lines at this. I think you'll be able to just pull in, fill up, go home and get your other car, pull it in and fill it up too.
I just filled up the other day, so I feel like I need to go on a drive tonight.
Yeah, go drive, enjoy yourself, and fill up tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Well, so where consumers go so that they have the whole list of those locations handy on their mobile devices?
It's real easy.
Can you do that?
E15omaha.com.
Okay.
It'll tell you exactly, there's 9 stations that are doing it, tell you exactly where to go.
Right there. It all starts tomorrow, $1.15 per gallon, so you can fill up for under $20 in some cars, right?
Oh yeah.
Look for the blue hose. It's blue.
Blue hose. That is one thing that designates E15. You'll see that blue hose, especially at Come and Goes.
Okay.
Fantastic, Roger. Thanks for coming on. It's great talking to you.
Great to talk to you
Catching up with you about once a year this
time. See you
time.
next
You bet.
year.
Don't feel like a regular anymore.
No kidding. Tomorrow, $1.15 per gas at the Come and Goes.
Thank you.
E15omaha.com. Thanks, Roger.
You bet.
Well,